Hey guys, welcome to Moneyball. It's another beautiful weekend here in Tampa, Florida. If you haven't been here, guys, I suggest that you pack your bag and get here as soon as you can because this is the vacation destination. My wife and I have been here for many years. We wouldn't leave it for anything. Now, they say we only have about 7 minutes before we lose your attention, so let's get right to it. Why you came here today. Guys, I own a mortgage company here in Tampa, Florida, multi-million-dollar company. Been very blessed. I don't say that unrespectfully. I say it humbly, okay? And one of the secrets, a trade secret I'm going to give away to you today, will show you how to get pre-qualified for a car loan, a mortgage loan, any type of loan you want by just knowing some information prior to going to wherever it is you want to get approved. If you knew that paying down a $200 JCPenney card, okay, or a collection that was $150, if you knew that was going to boost your score by 60 points, would you do it? If it was going to make a difference in giving you a better interest rate, of course you would. So I've got that secret for you today in detail. Many more to come. Next week we're going to show you how to put $150,000 in your bank account. We're celebrating the fact that we are going live on Google with over 4,000 hours and 3,000 subscribers. So guys, smash the like button. We'll be right back. If you haven't already, make sure you give us a thumbs up. We're glad you're here today. Talk to you soon. Okay guys, welcome back to Moneyball. I'm so excited. I had to get back as soon as I could just to let you guys know. One of the trade secrets that I'm going to give to you today, I'm going to take you to my computer in just a moment. We're going to put it up on the screen for you. But I want you to see programs that we use in our mortgage company to get people overnight basically from one score to the next by eliminating, deleting, paying off, or even adding more debt to the scenario. It's really all about the systems designed to rank you and design you and judge you based on how much debt you have or don't have. So I'm going to show you how to use that to your advantage. First, I want to show you how I use it personally in my business. And then I'm going to show you a consumer site that allows you to do it for free. And you can be using it as soon as tomorrow, guys. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Before we take off to that, I want to remind you, next week I'm going to show you how to put $150,000 into your bank account. I've been talking about this video for quite some time, but I'm finally ready to do it. As you know, I've been recovering from the coronavirus. I'm strong. I'm feeling well. I've got the tools and all the information ready to share with you guys. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please smash that like button, subscribe. And again, without further ado, let's get right to it. We're glad you're here today on the Moneyball. So guys, this is the system I use here at AA. The name of my company. And when I log in, I've used my own name, for instance, here. I've pulled my own credit report. And you'll see on the right-hand corner there, we click that yellow What If Simulator. This is what it looks like on my end when I'm trying to help somebody. So I'm highlighting my name right now, but we click the What If Simulator, and it brings me to another screen. And then I just select my own name. I pick the repository that the account is connected to. In this case, it's Transunion. I hit the order button, and what happens is, guys, mortgage professionals like myself get a screen like this. It's a simulator, and we can literally ask, what if we were to change the balance, for instance, on this Rooms to Go account down to, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000, just pick a number. It'll instantly tell us if the score will jump. You'll see that didn't do anything. And oftentimes, guys, what happens is you'd be surprised that what you think is going to move the score doesn't do anything. What you think will not move the score does a whole lot. As you can see, I'm putting a 0 in the Zales account. The score is not moving at all. So let's go down to the one here where it says the utilization is 107%. In other words, I'm overextended on this First Premier MasterCard. Look what happened. It jumped from a 674 to a 677. And now you can use multiple accounts. What I'm doing now is telling the computer to pay off Discover, Zales, Rooms to Go. And look what happens. I went from a 674 to a 710 instantly, guys. Do you see that? Do you see the power in this? Okay, guys, welcome back. Listen, what you just watched was a trade secret within my own organization here at the mortgage company. What we use to instantly change people's scores overnight. Guys, these loans, when they come into us, it's not just picking up the telephone and taking an application and it's a gravy train ride from beginning to close. We oftentimes have to make loans where there are no loans. So I want you to put that into respect for where your life is. Make something happen to where there is nothing that can happen. So I'm going to show you now a consumer site that is the one that I found that closely the most mimics what I just showed you here at the company. Obviously, I would love for each and every one of you to be able to log in and use my own company tools, but it just doesn't work that way. So what did I do? I went out and found a website that closely mimics it. You guys can use this instantly. By tomorrow, you could be applying for cars, credit cards, and loans that you normally would never gotten approved for. So this video is quick. Let's jump right into it. And I have one final word for you at the end that's super important. Make sure you don't miss it. Okay, guys, so the site I want you to go on over to is Credit Karma. Again, I used this in one of my last videos, but we're going to do it again here for their credit score simulator. And they have quite a few tools here that you can check out. But when you get there, credit score simulator, and there's a few different things you can do here, but each of them are examples that you can ask the artificial intelligence computer system, what happens if I do this? And it will give you an accurate response on whether or not it's a good action or a bad action to increase or decrease your score. And guys, you might be surprised on what decreases a score and what increases a score. So again, this is powered by Transunion. It's the credit score simulator. And let's go ahead and click on, I think the first one we'll try is open a new credit card. Now guys, this sounds like a great idea. Remember, you're going to have a hard inquiry hit on that. So take that into consideration whenever you go to open up a new credit card. And if I can get my computer just to cooperate with me here, I am going to momentarily click on open a new credit card. There we go. And you see it's asking you to put in a dollar amount, a potential. Like if you got a new credit card, what would it be for, guys? 200, 300, 400. I'm going to go ahead and type in a credit card for $1,000. Let's hit the submit button, and you'll see the artificial intelligence will come back and give you an answer after you submit it on whether or not this was a good idea. And you can see that in this case, what happened? Your score went to a 670. Wow. So it went up by 22 points just to open up a new credit card. And guys, that's huge, because it doesn't mean you have to go out and use the credit card. It just means you have to open it up. You can also, if you didn't know already, you can open up new credit cards by just becoming an authorized signer. And I have another video on that. You guys should go find that and make sure you check that out as well, because it's very helpful. It's just like opening up a new card without really having to open up a new card. So as we go through these categories, and I'm going to give you 2 or 3 more examples here. Remember, on your own free time, log into Credit Karma, go through each category, click on the area of interest, and watch the artificial intelligence with Credit Karma come back and answer questions for you. The next one, what we're going to do, as an example, guys, remember, just as an example, what we're going to do, and I'm going to describe this to you before we get into it, we're going to close the Discover Bank card. It's 3 years and 2 months old. What would happen if you closed that card? Remember, guys, you might think this would be a great idea, but remember, you're erasing history, your historical credit profile. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that if you had a tool like this, I'm hitting submit now, what happens? In this case, the score goes down to a 629. Guys, that's 19 points. And why is that? Well, you had a hard inquiry. Excuse me, you did not have a hard inquiry on this one, but you did close an account that had 3 years of trade line history. I got the two mixed up. So it impacted your score by 19 points. And guys, I think we can all agree that's not a good idea. We probably should have left that card alone. So I think this is so handy. And this system, I'll be honest with you guys, is maybe even a little bit better than the one they provide to us on our side. So do check this out immediately. Now, there's another one on here I want to show you. It's dealing with a credit limit increase. And let's find where that is. There it is. Under change how I use my credit cards. Get a credit limit increase. Guys, when you get a credit limit increase, you could have a balance on your card of, say, $300, and if you increase the limit by 3 times that amount, it automatically, inherently makes you look more responsible. Why? Because you owe less on the card than what your limit is. Can you visually see this? If you only owe $200 and your limit is $1,200, the repositories think, wow, this guy could spend a lot more money than he actually is spending. So let's test this theory and let's see if I'm right. I'm going to ask for a credit limit increase, and hopefully we're going to see the score go up here. How much should we put in? Let's do $500. That sounds reasonable. Hit the submit button and watch what happens. And so survey says, wow, 690. So that went up, guys, that went up by 42 points for a credit limit increase. Between the credit limit increase and the adding a new credit card, even by doing it by way of authorized signer, which is something that can be done overnight, guys, this person's raised their credit score by almost 100 points. I hope you're following along, because this is such powerful information. It can raise your score literally overnight. And we're living in a system today where we're moving towards being able to govern our own credit histories, our own credit reports. It's so huge. It's big. Now, before I wrap this up, there's one more that I do want to show you guys that I think is super important. And it's under that category again of change how we use our credit cards, I believe. Again, if I can get the computer here to work with me, bear with me. And the one I'm going to choose is to, change how I use. I'm going to increase or decrease one of my balances. Now, the reason why I'm picking this one on purpose, guys, because I want to show you, you're going to be surprised when you hear this. So let's click on increase or decrease a balance. Now, this guy here owes $219 on his credit card, has a limit of $7,700. What do you think would happen if he paid that card off? Would the score go up? Would the score go down? It's only a small amount. Really, he's not even using 30% of his available credit. But look, if you pay it off, score increases by 46 points. See, guys, you never know which one is going to work, which one's going to decrease or increase your score. So please jet on over to Credit Karma and use this today. Okay, guys, that's it for today. And you know what I'm curious about is I'm wondering how many of my loyal fans are still out there watching this video. How many of you watched until the end? That's what I want to know. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to let me know via comment on the video. I want you to let me know how many times my name, Andrew Alfonso, flashed on this screen throughout the entire video. Okay, the first one to get it right, I want you to let me know what your email address is. We're going to send you could be a $25, could be a $50, could be a $100 gift certificate to Amazon. Okay, straight from our show into your pocket. But guys, that's what happens when you stick around to the end. So we're glad you're here. See you next week. We got a special video next week. I'm going to show you how to put $150,000 in your bank account. We put over $300 in mine. And I'm not just going to say that we did it. I'm going to show you how we did it. I'm going to show you proof that it went into mine. I want to make a believer out of each and every one of you, okay? Enjoy your March. Let's get it kicked off right. And thanks for coming to the Money Ball. See you next week, guys. Have a good week. Bye-bye.